Most of us have never been in the concentration camp experience. We've never had to go through that horror and tragedy, and so one would think that today it would be easier to find meaning in life. And yet, I sense that it's more difficult in a sense today than it was in years past. Do you think that?
You are absolutely right.
Well, why is that?
Because we are living in a society, either in terms of an affluent society or in terms of a welfare state, as we in Austria are living in. Anyway, these types of societies virtually, or at least they are out virtually to satisfy and gratify each and every human need, except for one need, the most basic and fundamental need operant in man, the need for meaning.
You can't be lost if you don't worry about where you are headed. So don't worry, Tom. The sun will shine even into a heap of twigs. Just remember to turn on the lights.
Hello?
The only things that concerned the sheep were food and water. As long as the boy knew how to find the best pastures in Andalusia, they would be his friends. Yeah, their days were all the same, with the seemingly endless hours between sunrise and dusk. If I became a monster today and decided to kill them, one by one, they would become aware only after most of the flocks have been slaughtered. They trust me, and they've forgotten how to rely on their own instincts because I led them to nourishment. Now, back in my day, I didn't have the self-awareness I had now. I didn't have no realization of who I am or who I wanted to be because I didn't know what I wanted. I realize now there's a lot of us that don't ever get that realization. Some of us get it early, some of us get it late, some of us don't get it at all. But that self-awareness of realizing your potential, realizing your self-worth is crucial, bro, to make your story better, to make your story more interesting, to make your life better. It's easier said than done, of course, but it's a process that's worthwhile because at the end of the day, whether you reach certain heights you wanted to reach or not, the journey is what makes everything so special and makes your life unique in its own ways.
Oh my gosh. Scared the shit out of me! Oh my God.
So learn not to be a sheep. You have the power to lead if you desire. You have the power to push through certain things that are going on in your life that is holding you back. You have the power to believe in yourself, to have faith in yourself, because that's what makes you stronger. I know there's times where it's like you're going through hard shit in life and it's just doesn't seem like there's no end to it, but yo, you can find light at the end of that tunnel. Everything that you go through is always temporary, but it can be forever if you let it. You have the choice to decide whether or not you want to look at it as this is a major setback, bro, I can't come back from this, or you can see it as minor setback for major comeback. As hard and as cliche as this sounds, obviously it's easier said than done. It's possible to find light. It's possible to reach new heights because of the experiences you've been through, because of your current lifestyle, whether it be bad or good. It only makes your story better. I'm not telling people to go through hard things on purpose. Life is too hard. There's a lot of us that don't see an end to it, you feel me? But if you find meaning within the suffering, bro, life becomes easier. And I'm telling you, life gravitates towards you in a good way, where like being optimistic is just leading you towards better things, because that energy, that authenticity of just being yourself after all the shit you've been through just makes everybody appreciate you more, and it makes you more interesting. Learn, but don't follow, bro. You can learn from so many other people, but don't follow exactly what they're doing, because that's not your story. Your story is what makes you so special compared to everybody else. Everybody's interesting in their own unique ways, you feel me? You're just straying away from your story that can be told to millions of people if you find your potential, if you pursue your goals, you feel me? If you pursue those achievements, your story is just as special as the next person. Don't ever try to compare yourself. Learn to appreciate other people's stories. Learn to learn from them, you feel me? Don't try to copy them, like I said earlier. Just try to be a better person and appreciate the fact that you are able to listen to other people's amazing stories about their life. Learn to appreciate what people are telling you. Learn to appreciate other people's lives. Learn to be human, bro, and just strive for a better tomorrow. There's power in believing in yourself, bro. There's times where you just faith just doesn't feel real. Like it's not there. But once you lose the ability of believing in yourself or having faith in yourself, bro, and just trying to live day by day, life just doesn't become special anymore. You lose that uniqueness to your life. And I ain't trying to sound like a fucking guru or anything like that, but yo, it's a fact. The reason I talk like this now is because I've been through shit. I've seen a lot of shit. And I made that decision that, yo, I know I'm hurting right now, but I know this is temporary, bro. I know I'm gonna get through this. If it wasn't for those situations, I wouldn't be the man I am today. So believe in yourself. You have the choice to make your story better. Life is hard, and sometimes it does get even harder. But accept that change, bro, because change is inevitable. Whether you want to change or not, life goes on. The river keeps flowing. People are only afraid of change because they're not used to it, because they're so accustomed to their own ways. They don't want to experience new things because they fear that it's not going to be the same. Well, that's the whole meaning of life, bro. Seeing different things, learning to appreciate, learning to experience other things to make you a better person, to make you a more wise person. Life is tough, bro. I'm not saying life is all flowers and shit, but yo, your story will be a lot more interesting if you realize that shit, what I'm going through right now, it sucks, yeah, but it makes for a better me. It makes for a better tomorrow. Experience is the best teacher, bro. Don't let anybody tell you any different, because if you're able to learn from the shit you've been through, you become a better person. Don't try to like have hate towards it. Don't try to think about the future. Don't try to think about how to react because of your past. Man, just learn that what you've been through made you who you are, and who you are is what makes the story unique. Who you are will be able to inspire a lot of people. You can inspire millions because your potential is that high. You feel me? Sky's the limit for everything that you want to attain in life. And if you don't ever attain something in life, it's all about the journey as well, bro. The journey is what makes you special. The journey is what makes your story special. Everybody learns to appreciate what you've been through. Even if you don't achieve what you want to achieve, it's like, bro, you're special in your own ways, regardless of the fact, because you tried, bro. Don't ever let nobody tell you otherwise. Don't let your heart tell you that you can't do certain things out of fear. It's not accustomed to what you're planning on doing, so it tries to hold you back. You feel me? It's not used to this experience. Your story is the best story. Don't you ever forget that. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. You feel me? There's a lot of people in this world that gonna see what you're doing, see your authenticity, and try to ruin it. Don't let that happen. Be more aware of your surroundings. If you gotta make sacrifices, cut people off, cut off distraction, do it. Because if it's blocking you away from reaching what you want to achieve, it's not for you. Only be surrounded with people that are good vibes, that teach you more about life, and that you can learn from based on experience. Y'all have a nice one. It's a beautiful day outside, like I said. Go like, subscribe to your boy, Mike Valentine, aka Trigger Mike, the one and only. Y'all heard it here first, all right? Peace.
I think my story represent, if I was to sum it up, a testament or a testimony to just having faith and putting your money where your mouth is, and putting your actions into or your faith into motion, and believing. You know, you gotta believe in yourself first. You know what I mean? You lead the like-minded people, because you're gonna do what you think is true and what you think is right, and then it's gonna be certain people that agree and they're gonna follow. And then the results of what you've done either gonna correct you or reward you. So if you make bad decisions or bad choices, or just choices that don't work in your favor, you're gonna learn from trial and error. And when you do shit right, you're gonna be rewarded, and you're gonna know, okay, this is where I've had my success. You know what I mean? I think that everybody has a value, an artistic value. You just gotta mind yourself for it, you know what I'm saying? And the quickest way to do that is just look at the facts and just revolve around the facts, in my experience, you know what I mean? So I would just say, just, you know, keep it honest, keep it as close to the truth as you can, even if it's unpopular. You know what I mean? Stick to keeping it truthful, because trends always change. And if you jump around, you're gonna look goofy. If you just stick to what's real to you, enough time gonna pass, they're gonna say, this dude has been occupying this space long enough, we believe that. It must be genuine, you know what I mean?